please let this happen. Please let this happen. I know it's not even possible, but please let it happen. What's going on, everyone? Talon back here, and today I wanted to do an update video for fighters. Yes, we got a lot of stuff and things that are announced today thanks to EVO that happened. Tournament is done, it's all over with, and of course, just like they did last year when they did kind of like it's like a preliminary type of thing that they did at EVO where they had fighters available. They didn't have the big finals or anything like that, but they did have it at the time at the state of the demo that they were showing off. And then after that, they announced Trunks for the game way back when they time flies when it comes to that kind of stuff. But today, they announced not only the release date for Goku and Vegeta, and which is, of course, supposed to come with the big character balance patch, because they did state in a Japanese stream here that they were going to be doing that after EVO, because they didn't want to throw the players off or anything like that. And then also, we got a surprise little character reveal, so we're going to go over that as well. And then also, when I think that potentially could release, because I have some ideas about what's going to be happening with the V-Jumps that will be coming out here in the next couple of months. And then when we're going to get the final one. And then finally, to close it off of what happens after this. So let's get started right away. Now, if you didn't see the celebration or the winnings, essentially, for EVO, SonicFox took the gold home. A lot of controversy around the fact of asking for this the seat change and everything like that, where it is like it's technically a rule, but it was still kind of considered like, you know, it should not have happened that slowly, essentially, because it did take a long time for it to go and everything like that, because I guess it's an ancient rule or something like that. I've personally just looked past it. It kind of ticked me off at the beginning, but the more I looked into it, I was like, okay, SonicFox isn't really at fault. It's more of the EVO people there taking so long to have to look at the rule and everything. But then again, I can also look at it and say, you know, technically I know some people are going to say the side matters, and at the same time, it's just like, dude, you're a professional, but neither side should really matter. But then I know Goichi was like, no, I don't want to change sides. So whatever the case may be, it's done. It's over with. Both are great players. I was rooting for Goichi, but you know what? Sonic, you took the game. Congrats, man. We'll have to see what happens next year. Don't forget, you know, these tournaments happen all the time. We've got that all-world Dragon Ball one going on right now, where Goichi will probably snag a Dragon Ball somewhere, and then they're going to fight again, and all that kind of fun stuff. So, I mean, Sonic lost in the first one in America. He got his Dragon Ball, and, you know, all that kind of fun stuff. Anyway, I'm getting off topic. Let's get into all the details and everything. Base form Goku and base form Vegeta are coming on August 8th. That is less than 48 hours away. Now, in terms of times when they release the characters, usually, I've always found that it is not directly at midnight, on that day, Pacific Standard Time. It's usually around like 10 a.m. or so, Pacific Standard Time, in terms of like when they would release it on something like the PlayStation Store and everything like that. That's usually when the store updates. It's like Tuesdays at 10 a.m. or something like that. But because obviously this is Thursday, I'm going to guess around 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. I could be wrong on that. Just whenever they've released other characters, essentially at, you know, for the past DLC, that's at the same time they're going to release the base form Goku and the base form Vegeta. Now, with this is also supposed to come the big balance patch, the one that's supposed to take this screenshot right here, and it is supposed to change a ton of characters, buffing, nerfing, all that kind of stuff. They're trying to hit for this sweet spot where it comes to like they've stated before that someone like SSJ Rose or SSJ Rose is supposed to be like their goal, right? They're trying to make all characters kind of balanced around him, according to what they said in their little Japanese stream over here last week, where he, you know, Rose is good, right? He's a good character, but he has obvious flaws that people exploit, and you've seen this happen where he is not even on top teams anymore in tournaments or anything like that. People still use him a lot. I always run into him online and everything like that. But he is not what he, I guess, technically used to be, or because of the way the game used to be balanced way back when it came out. Everyone was running Rose, but that's not really the case anymore. So it'll be interesting to see exactly how they change that. I'm hoping for a little bit of a Vegito buff, just gonna say. Hopefully his heavy in the air is not a simply kick you to the side kind of move. I hope it's an actual hit you down a little bit. And hopefully they should also change up just how some characters work and everything. Not to give every single character the generic combos that we all know that they have right now. There are very few. I know my buddy Rhymestyle, he's definitely looking forward to the buff for Beerus. He still mains Beerus to this day. He's one of the few people. I actually ran into a Frieza player the other day. I'm pretty sure Frieza and Nappa are like two of the characters that a lot of people are hoping to get a good change and a good buff. and so that things, you know, like you start to see them more. And I think what their overall goal is that by the next time we have some kind of big tournament with fighters in it, you'll be able to see a more basic, you know, you're going to see more different combinations of different characters, not the usual Cell, Bardock, Vegeta. Bardock and Vegeta are still obviously going to be main characters, I think, for a lot of people, but you have started seeing people switch out from them and use other characters. There is one Japanese player over here who mains Yamcha just for that assist itself, because the assist is so good. I've seen it used many times. So that's something to keep in mind right there. So we'll have to wait and see exactly what the patch brings. I also hope that along with character balance patches, though, obviously, it does bring some stability to some of the connection issues and everything. They're not as bad, obviously, as when the game was released, but I still run into it quite a bit, especially trying to find a match. Not so much disconnecting, but finding a match, or when you go into into a lobby and you try to do the arcade battles in that center stage or whatever, and you have like 8 people in there, and they're all just doing the little training, moving the butt thing and everything like that, and nothing's happening, no one's fighting each other. It's just like, we've been sitting here for 5 minutes, what the heck's going on, game? Hopefully there are some fixes to that as well. I want to say I'm kind of doubting it, but at the same time, I really hope it is the case. So we'll have to wait and see when it comes to that. So, and then obviously announced at the end of the little trailer when it came to the base form Goku and Vegeta is we got our first look at Cooler, and yes, he is in his final form, his 5th form, not a clone copy of Frieza looking or anything like that. I was really scared. I was like, crap, they're going to keep him in that. They're giving him his transformation where he does go buff form and everything like that. It's like, no, he is his 5th form, and I am super hyped for that. I definitely want to try this guy out. He looks like a mix between Frieza and 16, if I had to be honest. He definitely looks like he's got a few grabs and a few throws in there, along with some moves like Frieza's. If you notice, like Frieza's little, let's see, was it down H, where, you know, he does this thing, and that's basically his down H for most people. And Cooler's reaches pretty far. Unfortunately, I can't really show you footage because I know Bandai will just completely look at this and go, oh no, he's got that game footage in there. Oh, gotta strike it down or anything like that. No, you can't do none of that and everything like that. So, but take a look at the trailer though. When you just see him simply raise his hand up, you'll see it reaches across the screen pretty far. So I was like, okay, that's something to keep in mind right there. So we'll have to see just how long that's going to be. So definitely looking forward to Cooler. Now, what I think is going to happen in terms of Cooler being released, we have V-Jump coming up here in a couple weeks. So I think obviously we are going to see Cooler in the V-Jump for this month of August, although technically it's the October V-Jump, because Japan's weird when it comes to that kind of stuff. And then what I think is going to happen is, because we already know what the final DLC character is, because it was leaked a long time ago, and so far everything's been right, all we have left is to basically announce that 17 from Dragon Ball Super is going to be in here. So he's going to be the next character. That 17 will then be in the September edition, which is technically the November edition of the V-Jump magazine, and then after that, I think they will release in October, right? They've done this before, right? You show off one character in one magazine, then the next magazine comes up, you show the other character, and then finally you show, and then they release them the next month after. So I'm thinking around October, probably we're going to see the, like early October at least, we're going to see both Cooler and 17. Cooler's obviously not coming with the Kaioken Goku and the base of Vegeta. We already know that's not going to happen, but I easily see them coming in that time slot. Now, I could be wrong, though. At the same time, potentially, maybe for this next V-Jump coming up, we will see both Cooler and 17 in there as well, and then we'll get a 17 trailer sometime in, I guess, technically late August, and then maybe sometime in September, mid-September, late September, or something like that. We could get both of them to end there, and then a lot of people are hoping for some kind of Season 2, you know, timeline, DLC, pass, whatever it might be for more characters, because obviously there's a bunch of other characters that a lot of people want. A lot of people still kind of on the fritz about the whole base Goku, base Vegeta, well, looking cool and everything, and a lot of people excited for them. At the same time, you kind of feel like, should these guys have been in the game at the very beginning and, you know, all that kind of stuff? But, you know, that's a topic for another discussion. You guys want to talk about it, go ahead down in the comments below. But anyway, nonetheless, I would say September, October at the very latest, though, we should be expecting Cooler and 17, just based on how they've done things in the past with these characters and these DLC models and showing them off in the V-Jump, because they don't want to show off too much, right? They want to show off one. They want to draw the hype out over time, so they don't want to release them just right, you know, back to back to back, right? So that's why I'm thinking personally October will be the time that these guys do get released. So anyway, guys, I want to hear your thoughts and the opinions in the comments down below right now. Let me know, what are your thoughts on the EVO tournament? Keep it nice, or at least civilized. Let me know on base form Goku and Vegeta. You're going to be buying them. Did you purchase them already since you already have the season pass, or what's your thoughts on them? What are your thoughts on Cooler? When do you think 17 and Cooler will release, and what do you think of 17? What kind of mechanics or gimmicks do you think he'll have? So again, let me know all that thoughts down below in the comments as always. Thank you for stopping by the video. Leave a like if you liked the video. Subscribe if you happen to be new. And until next time, everyone, I'll see you all in the next one.